Right now, the moon is drifting away from Earth at about 1.5 inches per year. But what if it suddenly reversed course and came barreling straight toward us? This is not some far-off science fiction scenario. The physics of what would happen are terrifyingly well understood, and they paint a picture of total annihilation. The moment the moon begins its descent, you would not even notice. It would take days, maybe weeks, before astronomers raised the alarm. But once they did, panic. Pure, global, uncontrollable panic. Because there is nothing, absolutely nothing we could do to stop it. No nuclear weapon, no rocket, no technology on Earth or even on the drawing board could deflect an object that massive moving at orbital velocities. We would simply have to watch it come. At about half its current distance, the tides would become monsters. We are not talking about bigger waves at the beach. We are talking about walls of water hundreds of feet tall, surging inland and swallowing entire cities. London, New York, Shanghai, Tokyo, gone. Not damaged, submerged. The ocean would slosh back and forth across continents like water in a bathtub being shaken by a giant. Coastal regions where billions of people live would become uninhabitable within days. And here is the part that really gets disturbing. The moon's gravity would start pulling on the Earth's crust itself. Earthquakes, unlike anything in recorded history, would rip across every continent simultaneously. We are talking magnitude 10, 11, maybe higher on scales we do not even have names for. Volcanoes that have been dormant for thousands of years would suddenly explode back to life, choking the atmosphere with sulfur and ash. The sky would turn red, then gray, then black. Temperatures would plummet as volcanic winter set in. Agriculture would collapse globally. And we have not even gotten to the impact yet. Now, let us talk about what happens when the moon gets really close. At about 11,000 miles away, it crosses what scientists call the Roche limit. This is the distance at which the Earth's tidal forces would literally tear the moon apart. The gravitational pull on the near side of the moon would be so much stronger than on the far side that the rock simply cannot hold together. Imagine looking up and seeing the moon crack open like an egg, splitting into continent-sized fragments that scatter across the sky. For a brief, surreal moment, Earth would have rings. Beautiful, glittering rings of lunar debris like Saturn. It would be the most spectacular sight any human being has ever witnessed. And it would be the last thing most of us ever see. Because those chunks would not stay in orbit for long. Their orbits would decay rapidly, and they would rain down on Earth in a bombardment that would make the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs look like a pebble thrown into a pond. Each impact would release energy equivalent to thousands of nuclear weapons detonating simultaneously. The kinetic energy alone would superheat the atmosphere to thousands of degrees. The surface of the Earth would be sterilized. Oceans would boil away into steam. The atmosphere would be blasted into space. Within hours, our planet would resemble what it looked like 4 billion years ago. A molten, glowing hellscape of liquid rock with no trace that 8 billion humans, millions of species, and billions of years of evolution ever existed. Every book ever written, every song ever composed, every memory ever formed, vaporized in an afternoon. But here is the strangest part of all. Even without this catastrophic collision, the moon is essential to life as we know it. It stabilizes Earth's axial tilt at a comfortable 23.5 degrees, giving us predictable seasons. Without it, our planet would wobble chaotically, swinging between extremes that would create temperature variations of over 100 degrees between seasons. Most complex life would be impossible. The moon also drives our tides, which played a crucial role in the emergence of life by creating tidal pools where early organisms could evolve in the transition zone between sea and land. So the moon is not just a pretty light in the night sky. It is the silent guardian that makes your existence possible. Every time you look up at it, remember, that glowing rock is the reason you are alive. And if you want to keep exploring the wildest, most terrifying scenarios in the universe with me, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because trust me, we are